When you add this add-on, you'll see these little bars. I'd like to show you a little bit about it. If we grab that corner, we can change the sizes here. Nice big sizes. Alright. And we can do quite a few things with this. Let's start by adding a couple of spells. We want spell cooldowns, so we will do Shamanistic Rage and Earthquake. Let's see, where did I put Earthquake? That's an ease, that's over here, isn't it? Earthquake. Alright. When we right click one of these, it brings up the menu, and then we can see it says spell cooldown, and it's enabled Shamanistic Rage, and this icon is set to show up when it's usable at 100% opacity. Now what that looks like is if we type /TMW, that will lock it wherever it's at what size. And if we use Shamanistic Rage, the icon disappeared. And if we use Earthquake, the icon disappeared. Now the Earthquake icon will show back up in 8 seconds. It'll take Shamanistic Rage a minute. That's the standard feature. The way I like to do it is click Unusable and uncheck Usable, and then change the opacity down to about 80%, maybe 50, whatever you want. Change the size a little bit, move them around, and then hit Show Timer Text, and allow Global Cooldown. And we'll do that for this one as well. Now what we've done is we made the icon only show up when the spell is not usable and have a countdown until it is usable. The icon will disappear in 4 seconds, telling us that Shamanistic Rage is available. Now if we click it again, we'll use Earthquake, because I want to show you another thing. Cast Earthquake, there. The icon shows up and it lets us know when it's going to be available again. We'll type TMW, and now we'll make a different type of Shamanistic Rage icon. We'll drag it over with a right click. It's important to hold it with the right click and drag it, and then hit copy here, and then right click that icon. It shows up. Now we will change this from spell cooldown to buff debuff. Now it's automatically set to player and buff, which this is one of our buffs, and we will uncheck absent and check present with the timers selected, and /TMW again. Now when we hit Shamanistic Rage, we can see on the left here is the same up here, is how much longer we're under the effects of this spell, and this is how much longer we have until we can use the spell again. Now another way to do a different icon, let's start with a totally new icon. First thing we need to do is hit enabled and then select what type. This icon is going to be a debuff for my target. So I'll click player, click target, hit enter, and then select debuff. Now we want to show it when it's present on the target, and we want to see how long my target is going to be under the effects. And now choose spell to check. We're going to type slow. Slowed. Now we hit enter. Always hit enter when you type something new. Now we've got a little frostbolt, but what slowed is slowed shows us, see all these spells on the right here? That's every spell in the game of every class in the game, anytime that they're under the effects of a slow. That's when that icon will show up. So if we lock it down with /TMW, it disappears. But if I was targeting something and I had a slow on it, that icon right here would pop up with a timer telling me how much longer they're going to be slowed. Now we can add conditions. We can add a condition to this icon, or any of these, and we'll go to choose type, unit attributes. This is a neat one here, unit in combat, and the slider is on true, which means If I target somebody but I'm not actively in combat, I won't see that they're slowed unless I'm in combat. Okay, and I'll give you another video on totem specific.